ADOS community, even President Trump cannot deny the power and the influence of the new black media. That's why I encourage every one of you to start your own social media platforms, whether it be on YouTube or any other platform. Your voice is needed. If you want to be a part of the new black media, I definitely encourage you to start your own platform. As I stated, your voice is needed. I found an article on the New York Post. I'm going to post a link to the article in the description box. The title of the article is President Trump says African Americans won't be able to vote for Biden over crime bill. Well, we don't need the president to tell us that. We already know that. We ain't voting for Joe Biden's ass after he passed that racist ass crime bill that devastated our communities, that led to mass incarceration. No, we ain't voting for his ass. So I'm going to go ahead and read through this article, and I'm going to provide brief commentary. President Trump wrapped up his 4-day trip to Japan and quickly turned his attention back to domestic politics, ripping Joe Biden for backing a tough 1994 crime bill that was prompted by the crack epidemic and other violence. So I encourage you, if you haven't listened to or saw the speech that Biden gave in 1994, I encourage you to do so. Because in that speech, he basically was talking about black people. We all know that. He called us predators. He said that we needed to be taken out of society. He said he didn't care why we were in the condition that we were in, that we all just needed to be locked up. So Biden didn't have any mercy on our community. He just locked us up. Okay, he didn't tell the truth. He didn't say that we all do drugs at the same rate. He didn't say that, hey, black people were enslaved. Black people suffered Jim Crow and other racist, segregationist social policies that devastated their community, that we need to fix them. We need to fix the problem. That, hey, black people fought in every single war that this country has waged. He didn't tell the truth. He didn't. He just said that he wanted to lock your ass up because he's a fucking racist. That's Joe Biden. So I encourage you to watch that speech. Watch it. That's the real Joe Biden. So let me proceed with the article. Anyone associated with the 1994 crime bill would not have a chance of being elected would not have a chance to be elected. In particular, African Americans will not be able to vote for you. I, on the other hand, was responsible for criminal justice reform, which had tremendous support and helped fix the bad 1994 bill. Trump tweeted as he prepared to head back to D.C. So Trump, this is all about politics, because what is Trump doing about police reform? Nothing. Black people are still being shot. Unarmed black people are still being shot by police officers with impunity. What is Trump doing about that? He ain't doing shit. What did Trump do to stop mass incarceration? He ain't do shit for that. He's just saying this shit for political purposes because Biden is going to challenge him for the presidency. That's why Trump is doing this. Now, on the other hand, I agree with a lot of shit that Trump says. Okay? I agree with his stance on immigration. I agree with his stance on Biden and the crime bill. I agree with that. So this is letting us know that the new black media is being heard. The president, the most powerful man on the planet, is echoing what we're saying. So that's why we got to continue turning up the heat on these politicians. We got to demand a black agenda, demand reparations, because we are powerful and our voices are being heard. Okay? So super predator was the term associated with the crime bill that Sleepy Joe Biden was so heavily involved in passing. That was a dark period in American history. But as Sleepy Joe Biden apologized, no, he said in a second tweet. So think about it. Biden didn't even apologize for passing one of the most one of the most important pieces of legislation in American history that led to mass incarceration. He has done more damage to our community since Nixon's war on drugs. Biden is not apologizing for this shit. Now, Bill Clinton, the person that signed the bill into law, the president, said that it was wrong. He apologized, in other words, stated that the bill created a trend which led to mass incarceration. Bill Clinton was man enough to apologize, but Biden will not apologize for it. That's why Biden is canceled. And anybody that votes for Joe Biden, if Joe Biden becomes president, after all he's done for our community, that's on y'all. Because the new black media, we are warning you that Biden doesn't give a fuck about the black community. He locked us up. He didn't have any empathy. He didn't try to fix the problems in our community. He didn't say that it was because of the cause of slavery that we are in the position that we're in. He didn't say that. He didn't have no mercy on you. He locked your ass up, and now he wants to go and be president like he ain't do shit wrong. The bill was originally written by Biden when he was a senator from Delaware, and then was passed by Congress with bipartisan support, passing with 235 to 195 in the House and passing 61 to 38 in the Senate, and signed into law by President Bill Clinton. The bill included a federal ban on assault weapons, expanded the federal death penalty, and the Violence Against Women Act, among other provisions. The bill later fell out of favor because critics said it caused prison population to swell and resulted in the mass incarceration of African Americans on drug charges. And this is what Simone Sanders and Angela Rye is defending. They're defending mass incarceration, which is the number one issue in our community. They're defending that. That's what they're defending. And Biden won't even apologize for it, y'all. This bill was not designed to lock up white people. This bill was not designed to stop crime in the white community. It was designed to lock up black people. It was designed to increase the prison industrial complex. America was built on oppression. It was built off of slave labor. And it has not changed. So they changed slavery, lawful slavery, into prison slavery. It's just a new form of slavery. And Biden was in on it. But this is all Biden. He's in bed with the federal prison, with the prison industries. He's in bed with the prison industrial complex. He knew what he was doing, and he's racist. Biden is a white supremacist, y'all. Plain and simple. Biden has argued that the bill only increased penalties for federal crimes and that federal inmates makes up 10% of the U.S. prison population. That's not true. If you look, and I covered this before, that the crime bill incentivized state prisons to lengthen the sentences, to make people stay in prison longer, and to increase the prison population, and that the federal government will incentivize them by funding them to do so. Biden knows what he did. He knows that he's a fucking racist, and he's fucking lying. But the whole point of this video is the fact that the new black media is holding their asses accountable. We're holding Biden accountable. We're holding all of these Democratic candidates available. We're holding Trump available. We are a force to be reckoned with. And that's why we got to keep turning up the heat. We got to demand a black agenda. We got to demand reparations. We got to demand change in our community. The ADOS movement is the new civil rights movement. And I'm glad that I'm aboard the ADOS movement. And I will continue to make videos about it. But that's all I got to say. Like I said, I'm going to post a link to this article in the description box. Make sure you like, make sure you share, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you drop a comment. I'm interested to hear what you have to say about this subject. But again, thank you so much for your support. And I thank you for allowing me to share my views. Have a good evening.